From the sands of Mesopotamia to the hills of Canaan, one name has endured across generations: the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. But why is God revealed in this way? Why not simply as Creator, Almighty, or Lord of heaven and earth? Why tie his name to these three men? The story begins with Abraham. God called him to leave his homeland and journey into the unknown. To Abraham was given a promise, a nation, a blessing, and descendants as countless as the stars. Though his body was old and his wife barren, Abraham believed. The God of Abraham is the God who calls us out, who gives us promises, and who rewards those who trust him. Then comes Isaac, the son of promise, born when hope seemed lost. His very birth was proof that God's word never fails. Yet his defining moment came when he lay bound upon an altar, as Abraham lifted the knife in obedience. At the last moment, God provided a ram. The God of Isaac is the God who provides, the God who fulfills his word, the God who sustains us in every trial. And then, Jacob. Unlike Abraham's faith or Isaac's quiet trust, Jacob's life was full of struggle. He wrestled with his brother, with his father, with his circumstances, and finally with God himself. In that night of wrestling, God gave him a new name: Israel. The God of Jacob is the God who transforms, who takes broken, imperfect lives and makes them vessels of his purpose. Together, these three names form a testimony. Abraham shows us the God who calls. Isaac reveals the God who provides. Jacob unveils the God who transforms. And all three remind us that God is faithful from generation to generation. Centuries later, Jesus spoke about the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. He is not the God of the dead, but of the living. With this, he revealed that the covenant was never broken. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is alive. His promises endure, and his presence continues. So why is God revealed this way? Because these names declare who he is: the God who calls us to faith, the God who provides for our needs, the God who transforms our lives, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And this same God is our God today.